Sandhan. All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.
Welcome friends. Today we will see the more topics on the linear transformation. Okay, in last lecture we have seen definition of linear transformation, some results, elementary properties of linear transformations, some examples of linear transformations, which type of function can be a linear transformation. Okay, today we will see the more on the linear transformations. Today we see the first theorem. Let T from U to V be a linear transformation and let theta dash be the zero vector of V. Then the set of vectors small u belongs to capital U, where T of U is equal to theta dash, which is denoted by nt, and the set RT, that is the set of vectors T of U where small u belongs to capital U, are subspaces of U and V respectively. So to prove this theorem, first is we have this set nt, okay, is equal to the set of vectors small u belongs to capital U, where T of U equals theta dash. Okay, we have to show that this set is a subspace of the domain space U of a linear transformation T from U to V. Okay, so first of all, obviously this set nt is a subset of U. Also, by the elementary property of linear transformation, we know that T of theta is equal to theta dash, where theta is the zero vector of U and theta dash is the zero vector of the V, the subspace, the space V. So obviously this theta belongs to the set nt. So therefore the set nt is a subset of U and which is non-empty subset of U. Now to prove this is a subspace of U, we take two vectors u1 u2 belongs to nt, and we take any two scalars alpha 1 alpha 2, and we will show that that alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 belongs to the set nt. Here u1 u2 belongs to nt, which is subset of U, so implies u1 u2 both belonging to U. Therefore the combination alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 belongs to U. Now we apply T on this. T of alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2, this is equal to, we can write alpha 1 times T of u1 plus alpha 2 times T of u2, as T is a linear transformation. So this is equal to alpha 1 times T of u1 is theta dash, as u1 belongs to nt, and similarly alpha 2 into T of e2 is equal to also theta dash, as u1 e2 both are belonging to the set nt. So this is equal to finally theta dash. So therefore the combination alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 belongs to nt by definition of nt. Since nt is a non-empty subset of U and it satisfies this condition, therefore NT is a subspace of the space domain space U. Now we prove the second. The set RT is also a subspace of V. Here RT is what? RT is the set of vectors T of U where U belongs to U. So obviously RT is a subset of V, the codomain space, and T of theta is equal to theta dash. Okay, so implies theta dash belongs to RT. Therefore RT is a subset of V and it is non-empty. Now we show that RT is satisfying the condition. Okay, so let two vectors say V1 V2 belongs to RT. So implies V1 is equal to some T of U1 and V2 is equal to some T of U2 where U1 U2 belonging to U, and let alpha 1 alpha 2 be any two scalars. Now we show that alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 belongs to RT. Okay, to prove this, here alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2, we can write these as alpha 1 V1 is T of U1 plus alpha 2 times V2 is T of U2. We can write these as T of alpha 1 U1 plus T of alpha 2 U2, as T is a linear transformation. Again we can write these as T of alpha 1 U1 plus alpha 2 U2, again as T is a linear transformation. So therefore we have shown that alpha 1 V1 plus alpha 2 V2 belongs to RT, as it is an image of the combination alpha 1 U1 plus alpha 2 U2 belonging to U, because small u1 and small u2 both are belonging to the domain space U. Therefore this combination alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 belongs to the domain space U. Okay, so this proves that RT is a subspace of the codomain space V. So thus we have shown that NT, the set of vectors small u belongs to capital U, where T of U is equal to theta dash, is a subspace of the domain space U, and we have also shown that RT, the set of vectors T of U, where small u belongs to capital U, is a subspace of the codomain space V. We move to the next one. This way we have shown that NT and RT both are subspaces, okay, of U and V respectively. So we can define if T from U to V be any linear transformation, and if theta dash be the zero vector of the codomain space V, then the set NT is a subspace of U and it is called the null space, or you can call it as kernel, because T is a homomorphism also, and the space RT is a subspace of V and it is called the range space of T. So null space and range space of a linear transformation. Next we define nullity and rank of a linear transformation. if t from u to v be any linear transformation, then the dimension of the null space Nt is called the nullity of t, which is denoted by n of t or dimension of Nt, and the dimension of the range space Rt is called the rank of t, which is denoted by R of t or dimension of Rt. We come to the next theorem. Let t from u to v be a linear transformation if u is spanned by the vectors u1, u2 up to un, then we can show that Rt, the range space Rt, is spanned by the vectors t of u1, t of u2 up to t of un of v. So we prove this. Okay, here we have to show that Rt is spanned by the vectors t of u1, t of u2 up to t of un. Here, sorry, Rt is spanned by this. Okay, so here the vectors t of u1, t of u2, t of un are vectors of v. So this set of vectors is a subset of v. Therefore, span of this, span of t of u1, t of u2, t of un. Here I can more precisely say t of u1, t of u2 up to t of un is a subset of Rt instead of v. Then the span of this set is also a subset of Rt, as Rt is a subspace. Now we show that Rt, the range space Rt, is a subset of the span of t of u1, t of u2 up to t of un. For this, let any vector v belongs to Rt random. So here v belongs to Rt, so we can say that v is some image of some vector small u of capital U. Now u belongs to capital U, and we have u is equal to span of u1, u2 up to un. So we can have scalars alpha 1, alpha 2 up to alpha n, so that we can write u is equal to the linear combination of the vectors u1, u2 up to un, where alpha i's are scalars. Okay, so implies we have to show that this v belonging to the span of t of u1, t of u2 up to t of un. So therefore we can write v is equal to t of u is equal to t of, now we have u is alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 plus up to alpha n un. Now t is a linear transformation, so we can write these as t of alpha 1 u1 plus t of alpha 2 u2 plus up to t of alpha n un. So we can take the scalars out, so we can write these as first term as alpha 1 times t of u1. Similarly, the second step as alpha 2 times t of u2 plus up to the last nth step is alpha n times t of un. So here alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha n scalars, and t of u1, t of u2 are vectors of the set T of u1, T of u2 up to T of un. So we can say that this is belonging to the span of the vectors T of u1, T of u2 up to T of un. So therefore we have chosen the v was the random vector of RT, and we have shown that that vector v belongs to the span of T of u1, T of u2 up to T of un. So we can say that RT is a subset of span of this set T of u1, T of u2 up to T of un. So say this is 2. So from 1 and 2 we can say that RT is a span of T of u1, T of u2, T of un. This way we have shown that if the domain space U is spanned by the vectors u1, u2 up to un, and T from u to v be any linear transformation, then the range space RT is spanned by the vectors T of u1, T of u2 up to T of un of the codomain space V. We move to the next one. This is one of the most important theorem in theory of linear transformation, which is known as Rank nullity theorem. The theorem states that if U be any finite dimensional vector space and T from U to V be a linear transformation, then dimension of NT plus dimension of RT is equal to dimension of U, or we can state this as N of T plus R of T is equal to dimension U. Here, so we prove this theorem.